Hi, today we're going to talk about texture. And texture is the way things feel or the way an artist can make them appear to feel. They might feel bumpy, they might feel smooth, they might feel soft, and a lot of times we use our fingers for texture. Like we can feel our hair, it's nice and soft. We can feel the carpet, it's a little bit bumpy. I have some other textures. Here's some cotton balls. They're very soft. Here are some pom-poms. They're soft, but they're also bumpy. They have two textures. Here is some sandpaper that my dad uses down in the workshop. It's very rough. Here is some wire screen. It's hard and rough too. This is yarn. That's soft, the yarn. And here's some pipe cleaners. They're fuzzy, so these feel fuzzy. Here are some feathers. Can you guess how those feel? They're actually very soft, those feathers. So we're going to talk a little bit about texture. First, I'm going to read you a book, and then we're going to do a little activity with texture. First, we're going to read a book that has some very descriptive texture words in it. It's called Looking for a Moose by Phyllis Root. A moose is a very large animal, much like a horse, but even bigger than a horse. Have you ever seen a moose? A long-legged moose, a branchy antler, dinner diving, buggy-nosed moose? No, we've never, ever, 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 ever seen a moose. And we really, 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 really want to see a moose. Let's go. We put on our hats and we pull on our boots. We look in the woods, tromp, stomp, tromp, stomp. The treesy, breezy, tilty, stilty, wobbly, knobbly woods. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long-legged moose. Now what? We'll look in the swamp for a dinner diving moose. We roll up our pants and we take off our boots. Swamp is like a gigantic mud puddle. It's really yucky. We wade in the swamp. Squeech, squatch, squeech, squatch. The sloppy, gloppy, lily loppy, slurpy, glurpy swamp. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long-legged dinner diving moose. Not in the swamp. Now what? We'll look at the bushes for a branchy antlered moose. We roll down our pants and we button up our sleeves. We scrape through the bushes. Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch. The brambly, ambly, bunchy, scrunchy, scrubby bushes. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long-legged dinner diving branchy antlered moose. Now what? We'll look on the hillside for a buggy-nosed moose. We take off our hats, we tighten up our packs. We scramble up the hillside. Trip, trop, trip, trop. The rocky, blocky, lumpy, bumpy, fuzzily, muzzly hillside. Whew. We look and we look, but it's just no use. will never, ever, 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 ever see a moose. Wait, there's a nose. There's a nose. I wonder. Frog! What's that? Look there. It's a long-legged, dinner-diving, branchy antler, buggy-nosed moose. There's the moose. You see they have antlers. They have super long legs and big noses. And a moose and a moose. Oh my goodness, look. There's a whole family. And a moose. We've never, ever, ever seen so many moose. Look at them all over the hillside. The end. So we like some of those words like scritchy scratchy and slurpy gurpy. They tell us about textures. So each of you will get a handout that looks like this because we feel texture with our hands. And you're going to use your glue bottles to outline the hands. That means you're going to touch and scrape over the line. Watch me. I'm going to put the glue bottle down on the paper. Hear that? It touches. And I'm going to make a little bit of glue, a line of glue on that hand. So I am making the glue bottle touch the hand all the way around. Notice this hand holds the paper and the other hand holds the glue bottle. And I just give it a little squirt. And I'm drawing a line. You can hear my glue bottle scrape on the paper the whole time. There we go. Then I'm going to take this tray and put my hand inside the tray. And your teacher is going to sprinkle some sand on top of your hand. I just got this sand out of the playground. What do you think it would feel like? It's soft when it's not glued down. I wonder what will happen after the glue dries. And then you're going to give this a little shake, shake, shake. And let the sand fall into the tray. And carefully lay this down to dry so that this line of glue and sand will dry and you can feel it later. And tell me if it is soft or if it is rough. Okay? Okay, so we know we feel textures with our hands. You can really feel texture with any part of your skin. You can feel whether your clothes are rough and itchy. You can feel all kinds of things on your skin. When you fall down on the sidewalk, you can feel the boo-boo on your knee. So you feel things with your skin. We're going to let your hand dry with the sand and glue on it. And then I have a little thing I want you to take home also. This one you can compare the soft cotton balls on one side with the dried glue and sand on the other side. One is soft and one is rough. So see if you can feel those textures. And then go home and feel different textures. What does the bark on a tree feel like? What does your favorite chair feel like? Do your carpets have lots of fluff in them, or are they kind of rough? So you can see what textures feel like in all around you surroundings. All right, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.